So it's funny, I initially wrote that Do Your Best chapter for Courage, the one about Jimmy Carter, and then I decided to move it to this book. Now, as I'm thinking about the structure for part 1 of the Justice book, focusing on personal conduct and ethics, I'm wondering if it fits better there. Maybe it does, since it offers a chance to be motivational. You know, like a bit of a pep talk. It's about how you matter. Your contribution matters. What you do in this world matters, not just to you and your community, but to the world. By not doing your best every day, you're robbing the world of what you can contribute. Essentially, the whole chapter boils down to whether you always do your best or not. And if not, why not? That's the essence of the story. The whole book deals with this theme, but it's not about self-control. It's more about principles. You know what I mean? Yeah, it makes sense to move it to Justice for the way it speaks to the reader. It feels like it would fit really well in part 1 of Justice, which emphasizes a code of values or principles. Part 1 is about always doing your best, not caring about the results, but doing your best because you put all your effort into whatever you do. So basically, I'm talking about different kinds of justice. Part 1 is personal justice, like Regulus keeping his word and returning, even under penalty of death. The first part of the book will feature examples of personal honor and ethics, and the main character for this will be Harry Truman. By the way, remember you found that stuff about Truman and Marcus Aurelius a while ago, his reading of the Constitution and so on. Yeah, you found it in that old book, An Oral History of Truman. Yes, you have to read that book. It's incredible. It's called Plain Speaking by Merle Miller. Truman exemplifies personal rectitude, responsibility, and ethics. The next part of the book will focus on communal justice, the common good, instead of a single story. I'm thinking of telling multiple stories, starting with the abolitionist movement and the women's rights movement, like a passing of torches rather than a singular focus. Does that make sense? Yeah, obviously. The Women's Hour is a book I'll use, and also Bury the Chains about the abolitionist movement. But I'm looking for 1 or 2 more books that could help with this. Any recommendations would be great. I'm wrapping up the intro, which is good, and trying to do a lot of reading. I'm on vacation, but not from the book. I'm on vacation from the stuff I don't want to do. The book is what I want to be doing, balancing work and family. I'm trying to spend an hour a day on the book. An uninterrupted hour can make a huge difference. I think that intro is polished now, so I'll go back to part 1 when I finish. I wanted to do a chapter about responsibility, related to justice, the idea of taking ownership of your actions and decisions. This is part of my process. I wrote a note card years ago, probably 7 or 8 years old, about a story from a book by Scott Burke about Maxwell Perkins, editor of Fitzgerald. As a young man, Perkins watches a friend nearly drown and learns never to refuse a responsibility. I don't have the book here, but I wrote page 28 on the note card. It turned out to be the perfect story for the book. You write these notes, and some turn out to be nothing, while others are exactly what you need. That's a part of the process I love. My forward momentum is crucial. I have a lot of momentum now, so I'm focusing on writing new material and keeping the momentum going. Editing comes later. If you get bogged down in the weeds, you lose momentum. There's even a biblical reference about not looking behind while plowing to keep moving forward. I don't want to dwell on what's behind me, but focus on what's next. I've been away quite a bit with vacation, travel, and speaking gigs. Catching up on the Stoicism Serenity calendar, it's a reminder of how quickly days fly by. Time can slip away if you're not present, disciplined, organized, and dedicated. It's a reminder that time lost is never regained. I have wonderful experiences with my family and some relaxation, but also progress on the book. Momentum is key for any big project like this. I've been struggling with the title for the new book. Initially, I thought of Injustice for All, but it doesn't convey what to do and focuses too much on the legal system. I want the book to emphasize personal actions and decisions. For the Stoics, justice meant doing the right thing. I jotted down right thing right now. It's a command, with alliteration. It's not like courage is calling or discipline is destiny, but it might be better. Titles are unpredictable, but this one feels right. I'm working on another project with a lot of brainstorming, and sometimes a random phrase just clicks. Right thing right now might be the title. I'm in New York promoting the discipline book while writing the justice book. I visited the African Burial Ground Memorial Monument, reflecting on profound injustices juxtaposed with a U.S. courthouse. Justice involves exploring uncomfortable truths. If you're not seeking challenges, you're not pursuing wisdom or justice. I took a moment to meditate on that before my media appearances. It's September, and writing is slow. To me, that's not writer's block, but a lack of material. So, I'm going through more note cards. In mid-September 2022, the book is progressing, but I had the busiest week of my life. Denver on Monday, a Talk and Iron Maiden concert on Tuesday, then to Las Vegas and Cerro Gordo. More interviews in LA on Friday and Saturday, signing books on Sunday. I had one good writing day, some reading, but limited time for writing. Marketing one book while writing another is challenging. I love writing in this book, but finding time is tough. My understanding family helps me catch up on Sundays. I must balance speaking engagements with writing, remembering that deadlines are flexible, but fair to the work and people involved. I have a chapter on justice as responsibility, including the work you're meant to do. Saying yes to things can cheat both family and the work. The book won't be as good if I'm not fully dedicated. The publisher asked for a title and subtitle. I suggested Right Thing Right Now, Justice in an Unjust World. It's not perfect, but a start. I'm writing the Right Thing Right Now chapter about Jimmy Carter. Halfway through the book, before the idea came to me, it may become the title. It's November, sweater weather, and I'm in part 3. I've written a few chapters and have a better sense of what's left. I'm writing about Gandhi for part 3. Now, I can organize the remaining material and aim for a first draft soon. I'm pleased with the progress, considering I was worried about needing more time 6 months ago. Thanksgiving is near, and the book is progressing, but I might have broken a finger playing basketball. It's going to make typing difficult. It reminds me of breaking my elbow while writing. Trust me, I'm lying, which kept me out for 6 weeks. I have a lot of notes to transfer, but it won't happen now. I'll focus on editing, which requires less finger mobility. First, I'm looking at cover designs. The title, Right Thing Right Now, is promising, but I'm unsure about the comma. Discipline was blue, courage was red, maybe green for justice. It's December 2022, and I finished the Gandhi section. 7,500 words, longer than planned, but done. One chapter left about the Great Oneness, inspired by Gandhi, and then the manuscript goes to the publisher. I also have new cover designs, and I think silver is the way to go. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel.